How dare you ruin my dress?
Please, madam, it was an accident. What is happening here? Every day, people look at the homeless as if they are invisible. They judge them by the dust on their coats and the cracks in their skin. But one arrogant woman made a life-altering mistake when she publicly humiliated a frail old man, mocking his existence to impress her peers. She didn't care about his history, she only cared about her silk gown. But on the night of her high society engagement, a fleet of luxury cars blocked the entrance, and a truth was revealed that would leave her world in ruins. Who was the man she treated like trash? Stay tuned for this powerful lesson. In the heart of London's elite district, the afternoon sun reflected off glass towers. The streets were filled with high-end shoppers and tourists. Outside the Royal Art Gallery, the atmosphere was sophisticated. But suddenly, a sharp crack echoed through the entrance. Slap! The sound silenced the crowd. A woman stood there, her face contorted with rage. She was stunning, wearing a bespoke ivory dress and emeralds that cost more than a house. Her name was Bianca. In front of her stood an aged man, perhaps 60 years old. His jacket was frayed, and his trousers were stained with oil. He was holding a small piece of charcoal. His face was stinging from her blow. "How dare you come near me?" Bianca screamed. "You've stained my dress with your filthy hands." The old man looked up, his eyes glassy. "Madam, I only stumbled. I didn't mean to touch your sleeve." "Liar," Bianca hissed. "You were trying to beg, weren't you? Look at you, you're a parasite. You don't belong on this street, let alone near someone like me." A small crowd gathered, phones recording the scene. Bianca laughed cruelly. "You think because you're old you can walk wherever you like. You're nothing. Stay in the gutter where you belong." She climbed into her white Bentley, the door closing with a heavy thud, leaving the old man standing alone on the sidewalk.
Back in her penthouse, Bianca bragged to her mother, Elise. "I had to put a beggar in his place today, mother. He was disgusting." Elise looked at her daughter with deep sadness. "Bianca, money is a tool, not a weapon. You cannot treat human beings that way." Bianca just laughed. "He wasn't a human being, mother. He was a nuisance." What Bianca didn't know was that across the city, in a fortress of steel and glass, the city's most eligible bachelor, Julian, was waiting for his father. The door opened, and the man from the gallery walked in. His name was Arthur. Julian jumped up. "Father, why do you still do this? You don't need to dress in rags to see the world." Arthur sat down heavily. "Julian, your mother loved my title, but she hated the man. I won't let you make the same mistake. I walk the streets as a nobody to find a woman who sees the soul, not the bank account. Today, I found a woman who has beauty on the outside, but ice in her heart." 3 weeks later, the engagement of the year was being celebrated at the Grand Plaza. Bianca was glowing, showing off a 10-carat diamond. Suddenly, a man in a tattered coat walked into the ballroom. Bianca's face turned white with fury. She marched over. "You again? How did you get past the guards? Security, throw this trash out immediately. He's a stalker." Julian rushed to her side. "Bianca, what's wrong?" "This man," she pointed. "He harassed me at the gallery. He's a dirty beggar trying to ruin our night." Suddenly, the lights dimmed and a spotlight hit the grand staircase. Arthur appeared, but he wasn't in rags. He wore a tuxedo that shimmered under the chandeliers, his presence radiating power. He walked to the center of the room. "Good evening, everyone. My name is Arthur Sterling, the founder of Sterling Industries." Bianca's heart stopped. Arthur looked at her. "A few weeks ago, this woman slapped me because I accidentally brushed her dress. She called me a parasite. She told me to stay in the gutter." The ballroom was silent.
Arthur turned to his son. "Julian, a woman who treats the poor with contempt will eventually treat you the same way when the money is gone." Julian looked at Bianca with pure disgust. He slowly took the ring from her finger. "The engagement is over. My father is my hero, and you are not worthy of his name." Bianca was escorted out as the guests whispered her shame. Months later, she was seen in a simple apron, serving soup at a local church, finally learning the lesson that respect is the only currency that never loses its value. If you believe that kindness is the true mark of wealth, leave a heart in the comments.